Hello everyone, hope you're well. Happy weekend. Um, Welcome to the channel. I want to thank my returning subscribers for tuning in and supporting the channel. Please don't forget to like and comment. And if you're new here, you like what I'm about, please consider subscribing. Turn on the notification bell so you can know whenever I upload a new video, whenever I come live. Thank you. Continue to also support by giving us a like. Okay, so the purpose of the video is, to bring out the lesson from it for learning purposes. And yeah, if there's any point you want to raise or you want to give as your opinion, please do let me know. Thank you. So today I want to talk about the teaching moments of the Ekwueremadu, their sentences, and what um, I think the way we were sympathizing, some were sympathizing with them, why some are not being sympathetic towards them. So, I watched the full video of the judge how he explained uh how they come up with their sentences and what they have done compared to the story we're hearing. Maybe the boy consented or not, and all that. So, he shows that number one, they said you will see me reading through the paper where I jotted my point. So number one, he said they took advantage of the boy, the vulnerability of the boy, the fact that the boy might not have a full knowledge of the procedure itself. One thing with one thing that I know is that there's a different type of capacity. Some people are able to repeat what you have said to them, but did they actually understand what the issue is? The boy, even if he knows that he needs to give out his kidney and he will be paid, it was not there was no thing being put in place to let the boy know the implication of what he wants to do, what he will be going through after giving his kidney. A lot of Nigeria will say, "Oh, kidney help," but if you know that you're still going to be suffering after the giving out the this, then you wouldn't want to do it. They could actually get people that are well to do that could do it because they are able to sustain themselves and look after themselves. There is no aftercare plan for the boy. That shows there is no how they can prove that the boy actually consent with without having the aftercare plan. So they said they brought the boy forward to come and exploit him because of their position. They are able to manipulate him. Not also take also for you to take note that the boy was a street hawker. I think they said he sells maybe Richard card or something on the street or on the in the traffic where this boy has been taken, and maybe they give him the lowdown of how can you do you want to go to UK, make you do those sort of thing and you start working there. It was promised to be that he will start working there. He will be thinking working in UK could be anything. Is he as a slave, cleaner, anything? And all he will want is he wants to jackpot. He wants to also live Nigeria and have a better life. That when he gets to UK, will make you good use of the chance he has. A lot of people were saying, "Oh, the boy did wrong. That a promise is a promise, irrespective of maybe he now got to the UK and he now japa." Please let me also let you know that their consent, their withdrawal of consent. The boy must have consented in Nigeria and also withdraw his consent here because he's now been taken through the process of what's going to happen when he gives his kidney, and after this kidney has been taken, that is now left with one. Would they be able to live the lifestyle of when he now only has one kidney left? These are the things that even if the boy understood and come, they will want to know. See here, sometimes even for you to get a house, to rent a house, they want to see your income. They want to see that you're working, you're able to pay for this. People that want to take credit card or want to get a finance car or wherever that you can't pay for it outrightly, they want to see your source of income to be sure that you're able to sustain it. So as at that time, if they start lecturing this boy that, oh, do you know that so thing will happen? He says no. Do you know that you have to live so way? And he says no. It shows that this boy doesn't have full understanding of what he wanted to do. By the time he think of it, he can say, you know what, I'm not doing this. I do not know that this is what I'm going to go through. The Ekwueremadu did not take this boy through. Some people were saying, oh, because maybe he didn't have direct contact with the boy. But at the end of the day, they saw it that they made the payment through his account. So he was involved in the process, even with his wife that was trying to pay maybe someone else so that they could pay people, and the doctor as well. Everything was now found out because they were able to access their assets, their emails, I think, and all that. So they saw a lot of things to show that these people cannot deny that they were not exploiting the boy, because at the end of the day, to one of the rules here is that for the donor, it must not be in exchange of any reward. It shows that they have actually tried to want to reward the boy. But I think we also think that one of the reasons they are not able to take any part of their family, maybe extended family, people from their village or hometown, is that they don't want anything traceable to them. They don't want people to be attached to them. The fact that they are actually meant to to cater for this boy, if they take any member of their family, maybe extended family, they know that those people have to live a certain lifestyle as well. If they are not able to live it, they will keep coming to them, and some of these people could even fall sick. So each time they fall sick and they don't see enough or care for them, they will start raising their voice or screaming at their name. So there are so many things the Ekwueremadu were trying to sweep under the carpet. So the boy was brought here for him to be exploited for any size small reward or not. Is a form of slavery anyway. We heard that the doctor also had a kidney transplant a year ago, in 2021, and they found out that I was the boy's cousin. So now, how did he get that person to get his donor? And we don't even know what that person is by now. Maybe the person has actually gone, I mean, by, or they've abandoned the person. There is no way for them to have traced how this person consent to it, which means it's either this doctor has been doing this before, or since he got away with his own, he was not able to start using that as a form of business to start using people. For him to have gone for for this boy, if you have used his cousin and you want to use him again, I think it's very unfair. And I don't feel sorry for the doctors sentences to have 10 years and 6 months imprisonment. I think he has taken it as a business, something that will be lucrative for him to start getting more money, not minding the life of the people he is using. And we were told that Sonia's uncle was the one who found the doctor better. How they got the connection, I don't know. The boy, we keep calling him a boy. It's actually a man, young guy. The victim, the guy was that the test shows that it was a match, or the test. So how come they got here? They said it's not a match. So they know that things in Nigeria is a bit shady. That it's not what is written that is actually the thing. So they also said that they went to go and do at is it affidavit they call it, that the boy was their is Sonia's cousin. It shows that there's something hidden. You guys are trying to hide something. Meanwhile, they are not really. It's not related to Sonia, to the Ekwueremadu. So it means you have hidden agenda. Why don't you be playing with the system, so that you do not, if something come up in the near future, you are able to clear yourself. It shows that they have an hidden agenda. They don't have any plan for this boy, that after the kidney has been taken, how they will be taking care of the boy, because would he be able to afford it? He's not able to afford looking after himself while he's still healthy. Imagine when he's not living with one kidney. They're not thinking of that. What are the things in place for the boy? Nothing. There is no aftercare plan. So these are the things that they actually look at. They said it was paid through Ekwueremadu's account. which they were, so they now said, because they were accused of that, when they finally traced that, they said, oh, it was for his loss of wages, that during the time he will be away from Nigeria, you're still rewarding him. Anything in exchange for this would not be accepted. So it would not be accepted at all, which means they've broken the law. And also Ike Ekwueremadu was an instrument to the whole process. He cannot deny that he knows nothing about it. He can't deny that he doesn't know anything about it. So he was an instrument to it. His money was taken from his account towards this as well. And the boy does not have enough or sufficient knowledge of the process itself. It was I think when he got to Rio Free and the doctor was start talking to him, then they know that it was not mature enough to have enough knowledge of what was going on, so they wouldn't proceed. Like I said, in 2001 as well, when I had my spine surgery, even to the last stage before I was finally put to sleep, you still need to give your consent. If so, there is consent, there's withdrawal of consent. He can withdraw his consent at any time. That doesn't mean you shouldn't take him as a bad person, because someone might be afraid, like, oh, so I won't be able to afford so thing. So I might, so if he knows the consequence of all these things and still say he wants to go ahead, they know that he's mentally okay. Is everything is okay by him, and he still says, oh yeah, I want to go ahead by it, and they show all these things that they've actually shown him before, then I think they might be able to. But because of the fact that the boy was a poor boy, he was a street hawker. They said the amount he make a day is like £7 per day. How is he supposed to look after himself? Not to talk of when he's now living with one kidney. He might be coming up with some sicknesses or the other. I'm just going to quickly brush through a few things as well. They also stated that the family, the Ekwueremadu, seized his passport, and kind of seized his freedom of movement as well, after things weren't working. By You shouldn't have possession of someone else's passport just because you he's coming to help you guys. Why you guys using his passport? You're doing that so that he doesn't run away, or what? If you're treating him well and he has something in paper to sign, so you can show that this is what we're doing, and this person's signature. But you guys are doing everything in a shady way. That's part of why you're seizing his passport, and restricting his freedom as well. Does the boy even know what the kidney issue the Sonia has? They are not related at all, but they're trying to want to, you know, brush everything aside. So the meaning and consequence of the compensation that the boy was being given, the boy was being told that the Ekwueremadu need to can compensate him for the loss of and everything that he has gone through. But the boy said he doesn't want anything from bad people, that he wants to be left alone. And the boy also said he would like to be living here. He fear for his life, that when he go back home, which everyone knows that if he goes back home, he's not going to live a free life. They might come after him, and yeah, we never can tell. Some people were saying, "Oh, he already planned it and all that." Even if he plans it, you don't expect that with all that has happened, he will still want to go back home without any security. So, and Kuremadu is more influential. Look at the government official from Nigerians sending letters. Even Obasanjo, they said some archbishop, they were stating some credible thing that Ekwueremadu has done, which I haven't seen any credible thing that Ekwueremadu has done. People were complaining that he didn't do a lot, he didn't do much. Even he was even capable of also trying to build a hospital, but he didn't do it, not knowing that it's going to come to him. The daughters, no, I'm not making fun of their daughters predicament. It could come to anyone, to anybody. I pray that she find helps. But if they have used that method that she used later, to bring out an appeal, that if whoever that can help, then they would not have to sign things and get lawyers involved, that they are doing this voluntarily, without any reward, no exchange of anything. But they will be able to say, okay, this is the aftercare, we'll be able to look after you at this also time when you fall sick. Take for example the case of is it Selena Gomez or so, that she had the same procedure. One of her friend was the one who donated for her, And I heard they fall out already. They are not even longer friends. But anytime the lady is sick, she will have to come, to come and render help, maybe financially and other. And part of the thing is that people that donate their kidney, part of the thing they will be experiencing is they are prone to infection, very, very prone to infection. The first 1 week, or the first 2 weeks, I mean, of the surgery, they are very, very sore. Any surgery, obviously, will be very sore, but for them, they will be very, very sore. They'll be prone to infection as well. They'll have to change their lifestyle of eating. They can't. They have to really watch their weight. They can't. They have to eat healthy, so they have to have healthy weight. They have to exercise regularly as well. No alcohol, or if you have to take alcohol, you need to take alcohol moderately. So they can't smoke, no smoking. Also, they are also prone to minor infections like UTI, cold and flu, and or some serious infection as well. It depends. It depends. They'll be more tired, they'll be sweaty sometimes, their feet and their hand could be getting swollen up, elevated temperatures as well. There's so many things that they could be facing. So like restriction of what they would drink is also involved. So they have to monitor what goes in and out of their mouth. They will be more sicker, they will be getting more sicker most of the time than what they are. In fact, you will be surprised that even if the boy has donated, the lady might actually even get well more sooner than the boy that donated. That's one of the things that happens. So even this, as well, the other lady that was saying, the singer, she got better, that well, and started working better, faster than the person that actually donated for her. So these are the things that happen sometimes. So they should be able to manage. Whoever wants to donate should be able to manage, or whoever that is donating, they should be able to manage the process of after the procedure, because it's not their life is not going to be the same again. They can't live their life like they used to live it before if you are not okay financially. So you should be able to manage yourself, see the doctor more often. So that's why the aftercare that is not in place, and it's not drafted during all these things that the Ekwueremadu did towards getting the boy here. They cannot present anything that this is the aftercare plan. That alone has put them in trouble. There is no how they can go scot-free with that. That if the boy has actually donated, he can be having ups and down of blood pressure. Most of the time, his blood pressure might be going up. And for the boy of that age, he's just 21. Their daughter is 26. She's 5 years older than the boy. So meaning they went for a younger um donor. What the Ekwueremadu has done was not right towards this boy. In as much as people were saying, "Oh, agreement is an agreement," that the boy agreed, but the boy actually does he know have full but better understanding of what he wanted to go into? Does he know that this is the kind of lifestyle he will be living? That's why I said their consent and their withdrawal of consent. So if he has consented when they spoke to him about it, what about the medical personnel? They will still have to go through these things with him to be sure that, okay, what do you do for a living? How would you live your lifestyle? Do you know what you're going to be doing from now on, henceforth? And the boy is not able to give accurate answer. You don't expect them to go ahead with this thing because he does not have better understanding. He doesn't have deep understanding of the procedure, the after procedure, and there is no after procedure care for him. It's not just 2 weeks after procedure, it's a long time after procedure, after care, I mean. They don't have all those in place. It shows that they will only use the boy, and they will eradicate the boy. Either they buy him or they just don't know where he comes. He doesn't even know. He won't be able to get in touch with them, and the boy can buy at any time. While their own daughter will be living a good life. Considering the interview the lady Sonia Ekwueremadu has granted, I have noticed that there was a lot of bias there, which she said towards that the conviction for her parent, that maybe she's been biased, that she doesn't agree with it, but she has some impact in it, which she's not able to kind of say. But I could read from it because our lawyer was even trying to tell her not to respond to some of the or the way she's going to respond to some interview. So it's not as if she's not aware of these things. I'm sure she reads online, she reads things people says online, and the fact that she was trying to create a narrative that, oh, she's going to open a charity is just for, it's just to gain people's sympathy. That's my opinion. Initially I was feeling for her, but looking at the interview and everything that I've read so far, she was just saying that to gain people's to gain sympathy, so that people could be in her support and all that. She's found someone. When she put an appeal out, some people came out that they will help, but they will still need to put things in place. And I heard that the government might not be able to fund her because she's not really a resident. Like, I think she's still schooling, so I don't know. Her parents can afford it. Bear in mind that in as much that Ekwueremadu has been here since over a year now, he's still being paid 40 million per month by the government. So he's still a sitting Senate, Nigerian Senate. So he's still being paid 40 million per month. You can imagine he's been in this business for the past 19, 20 years. So what is he losing? No, they're not losing anything really. For the sentences, what happened in UK is that if they give you 10 years, you're going to spend 5 years because they count day and night. So it means it's half of it. And they said it will spend maybe one third or half of it here, and then later you will not be be licensed anymore, meaning maybe you can now go home, and maybe they will not be tagged, or yeah, maybe they can just be house arrest alone, being their go to Nigeria. And same with the wife as well, that it will be she'll be spending maybe two third or so, or half of the terms. So it's not like if they will spend the total 10 years they were saying, is half of it. And you know what? They still give them more condition where these things will be reduced. I know that the Nigerian government will want to kind of appeal again so that it can still be reduced. This is what we're going through in Nigeria, that the poor are always being oppress and molest the rich sees the poor as the minor and the one that they can always trample upon all the time. I'm just going to go through some point that I've reached here, that the Ekwueremadu shows no moral. There is no moral, and there's no, it's all about sentiment from what the Nigerian people in policy have written, saying the credibility of what Ekwueremadu has done is just a bullshit. It's just a lie, just to make him look okay. So, and I think that there should be law for the rich and for the poor, because in Nigeria, if a poor person steals something, they will just burn them, beat them anyhow. Meanwhile, the rich person they will loot a lot of money, and what do they do for them? They let them go scot-free. So why is it not still the same stealing? And even the rich people's one is much higher. Then Ekwueremadu feel that they could jump the queue because they have money, They feel they have money, so they could jump the queue. That's why they decided they can go for just a poor boy that they cannot be able to be, it cannot be traceable to their daughters or to their family. That's how I see it as well. The moral corruptions of Nigerian mentality, that's what they brought here, thinking that they could just do it and just get away with it, that the lady can't be on the queue for long. That's how I see it. You might disagree with it as well. Like I said, the interview Sonia put out is just to get people's sympathy towards her or her family. I do not see any other thing rather than that. Noticed something that Sonia, I think Sonia or the Ekwueremadu, they feel entitled. Why would you feel entitled to taking his organ where you do not have any plan for how the boy is going to spend the rest of his life? It's not as if he's going to be living with you, living the same life your daughter that is taking one of his kidney will be living. So they did not put that in plan. So the lack of empathy is already there, and it's, for me, it's even zero empathy for the boy. They just want to use him and shut and just bin him. That's it for me. Yeah, from everything, I feel that the question is, has Nigeria learned from this issue so far? I think they have learned. What they learned is for them to be more smarter. I don't think they learned to say, okay, they want to build more hospital people so that people will be able to access the healthcare facility more. No, they will want to be more smarter to, when they have this kind of issue, to not go through UK anymore, to go through other country that they know they will have less restriction. They can just buy their way out. That's what I see. I don't see it changing right now. They've been saying Nigeria will soon change. Nigeria will soon change in this kind of area. Nigeria will soon better. Since that, even sometimes when I'm talking, I'll say, "May God save Nigeria." Hey, God help Nigeria. I don't see it change. I do not see it changing right now. I've been saying that for a while now because for how many years, like I said, we've been saying that. I'm in my late 40s, very, very late 40s. And Nigeria has not changed. So when's it going to change? Is it when the unborn children, when they grow up? There's nothing God cannot do. We know, but we don't see them change. We don't see the change right now. It seems Nigeria is not ready. That's why even the officials and people that are writing to give to say Ekwueremadu has been a good man or whatever, that just giving good character of him so that it could be sent, it could have less sentences. So what are they still doing? It shows that Nigeria is not ready to change. That's my own. That's my own. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you have watched this thing, please remember to click the like button and please share this video if you can. And with this, I've come to the end of the video, and I will see you in my next video. Do take care. Bye. Please remember to check my other videos. Bye. Take care.